Now, the NBA in the start of the season had begun to shift itself away from this load management culture that's kind of taken the league by storm. And it's even gotten so bad to the point where even younger players who just got into the league are asking for their load management days. And at the same time, the NBA is in the midst of their TV negotiation deals. They're trying to market their television product to their TV partners to leverage themselves to get almost double the asking price of their previous deals. And with that, stars have to play. But during the first implementation this season, we've seen a few hiccups when James Harden was benched with the 76ers earlier in the season, and the league pretty much had to step in and put an end to that, and that's how he got traded to the Clippers. Remember, that game was a televised TNT game in which it had ESPN writing articles of why superstars were not playing for a TNT game. So the television partners were aligned, and they were making sure that stars were playing for the marquee matchups that they paid for. So there is pressure for the league to get rid of this load management, and Joel Embiid in his most recent matchup with Jokic, going out there in Denver, playing in that altitude, him being out was overall not a good look. First of all, the 76ers were on a short week. They had 3 games. They played Monday, Thursday, and that Saturday. And not only this was a televised game, this was Rivals Week. Not only for Joel to be out, but in the manner that it happened. He was never on the injury report list. Tyrese Maxey was already questionable. Tobias Harris was going through an illness. It's that time of the year. Guys get sick. There's small little cold viruses going around. Guys are traveling through airports. That's understandable. Milton was already out for the 76ers. So Joel Embiid, seeing all these guys being out for this game, it looks like he just called out of it. So as soon as tip-off was about to begin, Joel Embiid was scratched out of the lineup. And some would say, yeah, he's ducking smoke from Jokic, but I don't think it's that. Embiid this season, let's be honest, he's been dragging his feet to complete these 65 games. There was a nationally televised game against the Knicks, and his effort was completely lackluster, and it was obvious that he was trying to hit that 65 game mark, as that effort was completely lackluster and he was pretty much just stat padding. It wouldn't shock me if the league tried to market this in a way where it's really about the fans. They paid their hard-earned money to come see Embiid and he didn't play, but it's not really about that. From them implementing the 65-game rule change, to them even making announcements that they're moving away from the load management culture where the science does not prove it. All of this happened to come down the line when they're about to sit down with their TV partners and renegotiate their TV deals. And I'm surprised also with this Embiid situation where the league is obviously in bed with the gambling companies. For Embiid to just be scratched off the book like this, I'm wondering how much an effect did it cost to some of these sports books. Because best believe the 76ers are facing fines because of this. But this rest culture that has infested the league where guys are sitting out even though they're healthy enough to play. It is a branding that the league has on it that they do not want. And superstar soccer player Kylian Mbappe even emphasized that even his sport is heading towards the NBA route, where guys are going to have to take rest days due to the grueling schedule that they are now forced to be in due to the promotional aspect of the game globally. Soccer slowly over the years have moved into almost a NBA 63 games to 70 game business model, and players are now beginning to rest certain nights off, even though fans do pay a lot of money. Since the game is global, once in a lifetime chance certain fans get to see these players, but they're more than likely going to begin to start sitting out these games. And Mbappe's comments are pretty much confirmation of the branding that the NBA does have on it, as being a league where guys tend to rest even though they're healthy enough to play. Let's take a look at what the international soccer star had to say.
We're getting closer to the NBA model with seasons of 70 games. Personally, I'm not against playing that many matches, but we won't be able to be good every time and give the public the spectacle they expect. In the NBA, players don't play every game and franchises practice load management. But if I said I'm tired, I'm not playing on Saturday, it wouldn't go down well. The spectator who pays for his ticket and who may only see you once during the season wants to see a performance worthy of the name, and that's understandable. I don't want to preach, But we need to think together about how to offer the best possible solution so that players, spectators, and soccer's governing bodies can all embrace it.
So right there, Mbappe acknowledges the quality of play will disintegrate. And that's something that the NBA has always been accused of. Guys taking nights off even though they're playing. They're just pretty much stat padding, especially when they have travel back-to-backs. But unlike the NBA, soccer does not have that load management culture. Like he said, if he took off a game, it would not go down well. But in the NBA, that type of culture has been normalized in the last few years. And when it comes to Joel Embiid, the optics just don't look good here. With the last minute scratch, him not even being on the injury report, it just left little wiggle room for Joel to kind of escape this backlash. But hey, it's justified. Once again, the NBA is in negotiations right now. That's why we've seen the creation of the in-season tournament, the play-in. All these brand new concepts were virtually made to create brand new inventory to provide to TV partners. All these tournaments and concepts were made in order to create brand new pieces of inventory to approach their TV partners at the negotiation table, including that rest policy rule. But hey, when you have international soccer stars referring to your league for load management culture to justify resting, you got one hell of a rebrand shift to make.